Welcome to Witch Time with Allie. Happy Wednesday. Feeling like we really need a cleansing today. The rain is here in New York trying to wash away this old energy. But I thought I would jump on. I've been home with Lizzie, but she's feeling better and she's at Nani's. So, hey, Haley. So I wanted to jump on. The messages are very clear that we just need to own our authentic self. And, here I am. I even played a little dress up because, you know what? It was fun. I'm not dressing up for anybody but myself. And I have nowhere to go. Not a single place. Not even going to leave my house. But I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. So sometimes we just need to play dress up. We just need to put on an outfit that makes you feel good, even if it's a pair of sweatpants, and just be you. So I have a deck of cards. I even pulled some stones. I have a song we're gonna sing together at the end. Like, we're gonna have some fun because that is the messages that I'm getting. Lizzie and I played with beads earlier. I did some jewelry. She made her a little Mother's Day craft, and it just felt good. So on these days when it's rainy out and you can't get outside, do something that brings you joy, even if it's taking a nap. I don't care what it is. As long as it makes you joyful and makes you feel good, do it. Hey, Ash. So I got this deck, and I haven't used it very much, but I'm feeling pulled to see what we seek, because we are working with some crazy energy right now, like nuts. Sleep schedules are off. I woke up with a third eye headache of doom. And then when I realized that that's what it was, because I listened to my guides, I got a message from a fellow spiritual warrior, and I heard it loud and clear that I need to listen to my truth. My truth's going to be different than your truth, than your neighbor's truth, because we all had different life experiences. We're all here on a different path, but often we are feeling similar. So right now you might be just feeling very lethargic. You might be feeling kind of sick and yucky because we're purging right now. We're purging old energy. Old energy is yucky. It's toxic. It's gonna come and it's gonna try to fight it from leaving. It's gonna be like, no, that's not how you feel. You remember when? No, forget about when. Forget about that past. We are moving forward, and we are creating our future. So let it go. Let it flow. Let yourself release what you don't want to bring into your next chapter. All right. Oh, here she goes. Expand your universe. Right? Just like I was saying, we have a choice. We are in control. We are expanding our universe. And in order to do that, we can't bring some things from our past. And a lot of it is things people told us. I mean, just good old government right now. We're like, I could do without this. I could do without that. You know what? I'm a big girl. You're a big girl, big boy. You want to have a choice in your life. It's like all of a sudden we're realizing they're trying to take that. So the only person you have in control of is you. So where are we going to be expanding our universe, our individual universe? That's not the right one. There it is. Look up. It's time to be curious and to shift your attention to global and universal issues. Expand your knowledge, expand your mind, monitor global events. Well, how can you not, right? Become an informed observer. Even when it appears the global issues have little importance or bearing on your community, they may have an unseen and unanticipated influence or be part of a global issue that will ultimately affect the inhabitants of this entire planet. I've got full chills. I don't know about you, but like everything that's been happening over this last 2 years, but just in those last few months, you realize it is touching home. Even if you live in a small town like me, you can see how it's affecting us and how it's time for us to take back our power. You don't have to travel to learn about other countries, politics, geography, or industry. There is a wealth of information at hand if you are willing to look, read, learn, ask questions, discover. Learning about other cultures promotes understanding and may reveal ties to your community that you did not consider. Explore other countries' politics, industries, trade, languages, social habits, food, music, and art. We live in a multicultural world, and it is looking beyond our borders so we can learn more about the other cultures that dwell within them. Familiarize yourself with the natural world and the impacts we humans are having on the other inhabitants of Earth. What animals or plants are indigenous to specific countries or regions. I can't read today. And of those animals and plants, how many are endangered or close to extinction? What are the potential consequences if we allow them to die? Understand that we live in a global community, and issues that affect countries distant from yours, such as political unrest, trade relationships, social injustice, natural disasters, and environmental concerns, often have far-reaching effects that can have a direct and indirect impact on your life. I didn't want to get into this, guys, but this card is saying what I think a lot of us are feeling, and that playing dumb and acting like it's not gonna affect us, that's being very naive. We are all one, and in my title, we are all one. Everything affects everyone. I don't care. And the people who are making these decisions for us don't really care about how it affects us. They don't. We need to unite. We need to feel like a community, like we're supported. And I work in a community, and I feel the strain that there's distrust in the government. There's distrust in these agencies that they actually have people's best interests at heart. So learning and expanding and asking questions and being that investigator and trying to understand other people's perspectives is going to help you to be one with all of us around us, because it does affect us. It's going to trickle down. I don't care where you live. We are all being affected by choices that are way above and beyond our control. The control that we have is how we react, how we share, how we support each other. And so playing naive and acting like there's these choices that are being made aren't impacting us is not helping us move forward in expanding our universe. If you're getting pulled in the nature realm, like you want to grow crops for the first time, that is a way to expand your universe. You are going to be giving back to Mother Nature. She is going to reward you with plants and growth and nutrients. And you are going to then share your knowledge, share your labor, share the fruits of your labor with others. And that is going to expand. Just these little things that we do, just getting a book and understanding your healing, talking to somebody who is more experienced in something that you are interested in is going to expand your universe, and it is going to help you understand others and how we are all interconnected. And so what I'm feeling is that you should be, hey Kins, that you should be expanding wherever it is your interests are pointing to, and sharing that. So a message that came through this morning from another spiritual person, Trudy, was my third eye, which she said was in this triangle shape, is blocked because I don't want to see the truth, because the truth is freaking ugly. And I can see clearly through unspoken words, even, you know, I can see through the bullshit, but when I try to bring it up, you know, there's a fight, and it's always been that way. It was always me saying, hey, did you think of this? Oh, what about that? Oh, you know, and a lot of times others can't get out of their own way to see that bigger picture. So I'm always there pointing it. But when the bigger picture is something that a larger government agency is saying, no, 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 we're going to get pushed back. But we can't, because it's my life. It's your life. And if we just lay down and say, hey, that it is what it is, where is our universe going? We want it to expand in a good way. We want it to expand in us taking back control of our life. So start with that smaller piece. Start with what it is that you want to understand more that has to do with your universe, your small family, your small community, your town that you live in. What exactly do you want it to expand and see grow, to see nurtured, to see thrive? And what is it that we want to get rid of? What are these concepts that we want to say, adios amigos, this isn't serving me, but what are we going to replace it with? So is it going to take some research? Are you going to need to understand this a little more? Probably, because maybe it's not your expertise, but if it's something that's really getting to you, it's like that nagging, this isn't right, I don't like this, there should be a better way, there's got to be a better way. Well, figure that out. Find out how we can expand our universe to support where we're headed, where we want to head, where we want our children to grow up in. Where are we going? Let's figure that out. And there's lots of people, if we start connecting, that have already mastered some of these things, that are already been researching and diving deep into, and have a deeper understanding of concepts that we are just sparking interest in. Find those people, listen to them, figure out what it is that aligns with your unique perspective, and just keep following it, keep digging, keep pushing, because there's going to be a breakthrough. There is going to be expansion as long as you're moving. If we're just going to sit there and let the world push us, then we don't really know where we're going. But if we're the ones steering, if we're the ones, you know, I'm imagining like a bulldozer, and boy, it's rocky. There's some big boulders in there, but we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing through, because underneath that are the gemstones. Underneath that is the truth. And so keep expanding, guys. That is the message. Wherever it is that you're drawn to expand, keep expanding, keep understanding, keep learning. I'm actually reading a book, guys. I'm reading a book. Like, this is huge. I'm reading a book. I'm taking notes. I am learning about something that interests me, and it might not interest you, but it's helping me own what my purpose is here on earth. And my purpose here is to blab and share my truth and share what I see and share what sticks out to me, because I'm just supposed to be like that. Even though as a child I was shamed for it, I needed to stay quiet. People don't want to hear that nagging voice of reason or of other perspectives. A lot of times people are stuck in their ways. They don't want that. But I'm going to say it anyways, because I want to be that little bird that's like, just think. Because there are so many other avenues. There are so many other options. There are so many other ways to look at life. Not every way is the best that you think. And when we're able to expand and to get curious and to ask questions, and we are going to find what's right for us. So keep pushing. Do not take what people are saying is, if it doesn't feel right, it's probably not right, at least for you, because we are all different. I loved it. My daughter was like, Mom, I'm an artist just me. I'm just special just because I'm me. And I said, exactly. And other kids have different specialties, and you have your art and you are great at it. But other kids are going to have things that they're great at too. And just trying to let her see that that's her specialty and looking for that specialty in other people. And this is a 5-year-old. Like, let's teach them young to look within and honor and love the things that they do well, and to find those things in other people, and to point those out. Like, wow, you did such a great job at that. You kicked that soccer ball so far. You know, it's the little things. So speaking of crystals, because that was on my mind. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Dawn. So I wanted to pick some crystals. So I went over to my crystal, I don't even know what you call bowl. I have a lot of crystals. And if you don't know, I have kind of assigned meanings to my gemstones. I think I got probably 100 over there. And because I really connect to stones. So when I'm pulled to a stone, it's for a purpose. And I wanted to have a little more meaning to those stones, not just the properties that they carry, but, you know, a little pep talk, basically. So tourmaline. If you don't have tourmaline, get you some tourmaline. You could put it under your bed. You can have it in your car, in your pocketbook. I don't recommend sticking this in your bra, but you could get one that's smoothed. But tourmaline is a great stone of protection, and it wards off negative energy. So if you're going into a meeting that's very stressful, grab your tourmaline. If you're going to a family event that's like full of negative nannies, grab your tourmaline. If you need to ground, grab your tourmaline. The energy's super crazy. Grab your tourmaline. You are so protected at this time. So even if you don't have it, envision this nice black, shiny gemstone. It's solid. It's heavy to me. It's a very heavy stone. You know you have it. It's a wonderful stone. Next stone is Himalayan salt, and I think probably a lot of people have a Himalayan salt lamp in their house. It's great for neutralizing energy. This stone actually I had with Evan's Nana when she was in the hospital, and it was helping her to clear all that negative energy, especially being in a hospital. It's just so dirty, and you can just like scrub your hands with it, and you can feel it. So the Himalayan salt is saying release and let go of the toxic situations and people in your life. And so when we have this like really high intense energy, we're often seeing shifts in our relationships, seeing shifts in our perspectives and where we are putting our energy. And we might notice that other people around us are putting their energy towards something else, and that we're kind of like separating. That's okay. We're letting go of maybe a vibration that's just not where we are anymore. And maybe we'll meet back up, but that's all right. If you're seeing things, relationships shifting, often we're making room for something more aligned with where we're going. But talking about the toxic situations, we're seeing it on the media, right? We're seeing it on the media heavy, and it's probably shining a light on different perspectives of things that have happened to you, or maybe other people in your life that have this kind of like negative energy where it's just kind of draining and causes you more angst than it does positivity. And we're really starting to shift into this higher consciousness relationship with others, where we really honor and respect each of us as individuals, and we're seeing the exchange in our relationships, that we don't want that one-sidedness, and that it's okay to let go of people that we still truly love and honor, but they are just not really good for our energy. And we can love from a distance. We can send so much love and energy to people in hopes that they feel and honor and love themselves, because often people who are toxic and negative are really, it's just a reflection of how they feel inside. So if you can just put that energy and hope and love and pour it on to those souls, but remember that you have to honor yourself, number one. So it's okay to kind of separate right now if those relationships are pulling your energy down, because right now we need to be giving ourselves the energy that we give to others. And that's a big lesson that I am seeing, is that I need to be that friend to myself that I am to other people. And so I'm really trying to do that. So I recommend you doing that too. Our next stone is the tree agate. Allow abundance to flow into your life by believing you deserve it. If we don't think that we're worthy, are we going to get what we're wishing for, what we're hoping for, what we are working towards? If in the end we don't really believe that we are worth it, that we deserve it? No. So we want something to come in. We need to be open and see that we are deserving of it. I like to even imagine what it will be like when that happens, and feeling into that energy, because I already have it. It's just on its way. And when it comes, it's going to feel so amazing, and I'm going to be, using it for this, that, and the other thing. And I won't no longer be feeling this, that, and the other thing, and really kind of living in that vibration even before it happens. I want to show my higher self that I am open to receive all that I deserve. And it's probably going to come in a little different than I can even imagine. So when we allow abundance to flow, we aren't blocking it with our ego, that voice that's like, yeah, it probably won't happen anyways. That's already kind of like doubting it. Then what's the point of putting that energy into it if we're already expecting the worst? Like, having that plan B is saying, I don't trust that I can have it. So, and that's a scary thing, because we're always plan B, plan C, plan D. We're always trying to prepare, because that's how we were raised, to be prepared for the worst case scenario. But we're asking for the worst case scenario if that's what we're focusing our energy on. We're saying that we don't really want it if we, in the end, can't believe that we could get it. So it takes a lot of consciousness and really listening to yourself, and maybe having some mantras that you're repeating until they become habit, because that inner critic has been the boss for quite a long time. So it's going to take time to, no, we're not thinking like that. We're going to think like this. And really, maybe you need to be the weirdo talking to yourself in the corner. Hey, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm just telling myself to knock it off. Think positive. My husband likes to say, "Can't tell me everything's going to be okay." You got to tell yourself everything's going to be okay, because you're the only one that's going to believe it. I don't care. I could tell you all I want, but until you believe it, it doesn't matter. So be that voice for yourself. Be that voice. Speaking about voice, I got the blue lace agate, which is one of your throat chakra stones. Stay connected to your inner voice. Block out all energy that does not align with your truth. That inner voice is very quiet. And often we have to be alone in our own energy to really tap into that, especially if you don't have a lot of practice. I often feel my higher self. I will feel into my body and realize I'm getting messages and I need to listen. I need to pay attention. I need to slow down. I need to take a break and just sit within myself. So I need to be hyper aware. I can't just be go, go, go. We have to slow down to listen to our inner voice. That other voice that's very loud could be somebody from our past, some statement, some concept that really has been pushed, that this is the way to think, that really isn't serving us. So we have that angel, that devil on our shoulders. Well, the devil's a lot louder. So we have to be okay with taking a minute for yourself and tapping in and really trying to figure out, what is my energy? What isn't my energy? Is this how I truly feel? Or is this how other people have made me believe I need to feel? You know, I was listening to somebody at work who had talked to their mother, and their mother thought of like the worst case scenario ever that could happen. And you know, that causes a lot of anxiety, especially if it's coming from somebody else. Like, oh shit, I never thought of that. And now I'm like so off the wall paranoid. I'm now hyper focused on this, like, what if that could happen, that I am not staying clear of where actually I'm headed, because I'm like all messed up with all these other people's thoughts and worry. And whoa. In those moments, take a step outside and ask yourself, is this truly how I feel? Because you got to listen to how you feel. And you have to remember that whatever you're thinking, that's what's getting played out. So be listening to that higher self. They're always going to be sending you loving, positive messages that are supporting the journey you're going on. And it might be to not fucking listen to that person and to get back on the path you were on, because you were on a positive road. That negative road could bring you exactly what you're worried about. And so I'm constantly trying to fight that devil on my shoulder, because we grew up in a world of being prepared for the worst case scenario. And even I see on Facebook, it's like, everybody get prepared for this. And I have a backup plan. You know, I'm like, well, when I'm a Mennonite, or when I have to, you know, get back to basics and live off the land. Is that what I'm wishing for? It seems to be. Am I okay with that plan? I really am. So it's okay that I'm saying these things. But if the things that are coming out of your mouth, if these thoughts that are coming are not what you want, then refocus on what it is that you are inviting in, and tune out the rest. All right. So this is Muki. I probably don't say it right, but I had lost this in Buffalo and I found it when I was gone. And I really, it's actually a stone to use for cancers for their new moon. And so I had it with me for this crazy new moon we had. It says, you are connected to the universal energy. Trust how supported you are. Even if you don't get the signs that you are expecting, your guides are there anyways. They're always there. And you need to ask for help. It's hard enough asking for help from humans. Your guides are there to help you. Ask them for help. Ask them to support you. Ask them to help lift you up, to help you relax. Whatever it is that you're feeling out of control, ask them for help. Ask them for guidance. Ask them for peace. Ask them for support, love, whatever it is you feel like you need, ask, and they are there for you. You are connected to this universal energy. You are me, I am you. We are all the same. We are all going through this crazy thing called life. And You could ask for help from humans too. And being vulnerable is okay. It is okay. And you know what? When you get vulnerable, you allow somebody else to get vulnerable. And when you're vulnerable, you're releasing things that you've been hanging on to. You're clearing baggage, you're clearing karma. You are being human. Vulnerability is being human. And it's scary, and it's okay. I am learning that too. I'm being vulnerable right now. I am. This is me being vulnerable. My last stone, which is my favorite, is the picture jasper, and you got this. Even though you might feel like, I don't think I got this, you got this. You got this. Trust in yourself. Trust in your guides. Trust in your path that you are headed right where you need to go. Let go of the worry. Let go of the fear. Let go of those concepts, those relationships that are holding you back. And figure out what it is that you actually need to support you. All right. So I've been in the singing mood. So I wanted to find a song that I'm hoping that you guys want to sing with me and join in. I do not own the rights to this song, but this is how we'll end our live. And I'm hoping that I'll be on more often because my guides want me to share my truth. These are the things that I'm working through. And you probably are working through some variation of something that looks similar. And, you know, what you're letting go of might look different, but you got this. You got this. We are on to better and brighter things. The more that we let go of these things that are holding us back, these blocks, the more that we can welcome in what it is that we want. So we're going to be singing Stand By Me by Ben E. King. Karaoke version. Thanks, Becca. Hey, Jess. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see, no, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should stumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Woo. This is my first live singing. Darling, darling, stand by me. stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand now? Stand by me. Stand by me. Thanks, guys, for listening. Let me know if you watch this on replay. I hope you understand my rambling. And remember, you got this. Let's release all that doesn't serve us and envision that world that you want to see, especially that we want our kids to grow up in. We have a choice. I love you. Bye.